In the year 1751, in the quiet town of Devanahalli, nestled in the heart of South India, a child named Tipu Sultan was born to Hyder Ali and Fatima Fakhr-un-Nisa. From an early age, Tipu displayed a sharp intellect and an unyielding curiosity about the world around him. While other children played, Tipu would often be found listening intently to his father, who spoke of war strategies, governance, and the dream of a strong Mysore. His mother, Fatima, instilled in him a deep sense of justice and compassion, teaching him that a great leader must also be a servant of his people. These early lessons shaped Tipu's ideals, planting the seeds of a future leader who would not only fight for his kingdom, but also for the dignity and independence of his people. In 1782, Mysore faced one of its most challenging moments. Hyder Ali, the great leader who had kept British ambitions at bay, passed away. The responsibility of leading Mysore now fell upon the shoulders of Tipu Sultan, who was only in his early 30s. Tipu's first act as ruler was to assure his people that Mysore would remain strong and united. He quickly demonstrated his leadership by reforming the military, introducing new tactics, and organizing his army into a formidable force. Tipu also reached out diplomatically, forming alliances with France and the Ottoman Empire, showing his keen understanding of global politics. His vision was not just to protect Mysore, but to create a kingdom that could challenge colonial powers on equal footing. Tipu Sultan's legacy is not only as a warrior, but also as a forward-thinking innovator. He recognized that traditional warfare would not suffice against the British, and sought new ways to strengthen his army. Under his guidance, Mysore became the birthplace of advanced military technology, particularly the world's first iron-cased rockets. These rockets were not just weapons, they were a symbol of Mysore's ingenuity and resilience. Tipu personally oversaw the development of these weapons, testing them and training his soldiers to use them effectively. The British, who had never encountered such technology, were astonished and intimidated by Mysore's capabilities. In 1780, one of the most defining battles in Indian history took place, the Battle of Polilur. Tipu Sultan, leading the Mysore forces, faced the British East India Company. Armed with his newly developed rockets and unparalleled strategy, Tipu delivered a crushing defeat to the British. The battlefield was a sight of chaos as Mysore's rockets set the skies ablaze, causing panic among the enemy ranks. This victory was not just a military triumph, but also a psychological blow to the British, proving that Mysore was a force to be reckoned with. The victory at Polilur was celebrated across Mysore as a testament to Tipu's leadership and vision. Tipu Sultan was not just a warrior. He was also a visionary who understood that the strength of a kingdom lay in its economy and the well-being of its people. He introduced far-reaching reforms such as standardizing coinage, building canals for irrigation, and establishing a thriving silk industry that put Mysore on the global trade map. He envisioned Mysore as a self-sufficient kingdom that could rival the world's most powerful nations. Tipu's administration was known for its efficiency and fairness, and his people admired him not only as a ruler, but also as a reformer who truly cared for their prosperity. In 1799, the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War culminated in the siege of Srirangapatna. The British, allied with the Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad, launched a massive offensive against Mysore's capital. Tipu Sultan, though vastly outnumbered, stood firm, organizing his defenses and rallying his troops. The fortress of Srirangapatna became a symbol of resistance, with Tipu personally leading his men in battle. As cannons roared and walls crumbled, Tipu's unwavering determination inspired his soldiers to fight to their last breath. When the British breached the walls of Srirangapatna, Tipu Sultan refused to retreat. He charged into the battlefield, leading his men in a desperate fight to save his kingdom. Surrounded and outnumbered, Tipu fought valiantly, his sword clashing with the enemies. Even as the tide turned against him, Tipu's resolve never wavered. His courage in the face of overwhelming odds became the stuff of legend, inspiring awe and respect from both allies and enemies. Tipu Sultan's life came to a heroic end on the battlefield of Srirangapatna. Struck down by the enemy, his final words echoed his unyielding spirit. "It is better to live one day as a tiger than 100 years as a sheep." His death marked the fall of Mysore, but solidified his legacy as one of India's greatest heroes. Even his enemies saluted his bravery, recognizing that they had faced not just a king, but a legend. After his death, Tipu Sultan became immortalized in the hearts of his people. Statues, poems, and stories celebrated his courage and vision. Mysore mourned the loss of its beloved leader, but his spirit lived on, inspiring countless freedom fighters who followed in his footsteps. Today, Tipu Sultan is remembered as the Tiger of Mysore, a symbol of resistance and courage. His story continues to inspire people around the world, reminding us of the power of leadership, innovation, and an unyielding commitment to justice. His legacy stands as a testament to the idea that true heroes never die. They live on in the hearts of those they inspire. Bravery, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to justice define a true hero whose legacy inspires generations.